host Mike Coyle.
Let's do it again. Welcome to our stream. I wasn't recording. I'm your host, Andy.
I'm your other host, Mike Coyle.
And welcome back to a favorite Commander stream with the Guardian Project. We've got some returning friends and new friends to the show. Welcome back, Dan. How are you tonight?
Doing good.
Good, and we get to see you tonight, so it's really exciting.
I got fancy.
You got fancy. And Lane, welcome to our show for the first time. How are you tonight?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
I'm really excited. So we did some rolls offline, and Lane, you are first. So why don't you go ahead and explain what you got a new fancy schmancy commander. Go ahead and tell us what you're playing tonight and what your deck does.
Yeah, I think I'm known for like wild and wacky different things, so I really want to try Gwen Arkham Weaver.
Okay.
So basically, I've seen some people do it like a Death and Taxes, but mine's just playing some good old low enchantments and trying to play some fancy, funny big ones. So
nice.
So when I saw this one, I saw not a lot of people were doing it, so I thought I would go ahead. I really wish I could do Belborca, but maybe next time.
Maybe when your new cards, your pre-order stuff comes in, we'll have to have you back and you can play Belborca on stream for sure.
Only if it's good, because Belborca only has 10 decks on EDH Rec right now, and I'm one of the 10, so there's a reason for that.
Trendsetter, you got to get in early adopter.
Absolutely.
Nice. Well, I am playing Torbran, Thane of Redfell tonight. I have played this on our stream before. We're going to just play some Bernie things. So if a red source I control would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, it deals that much +2. So I'm going to play some mountains and some spells that deal damage. And that's the whole premise of this deck. Coyle, what are you playing?
I'm playing half of our namesake logo. I'm playing Roalesk Apex Hybrid. This is Simic Super Friends, and with some +1/+1 counter synergy too. This is not the extra turns version, so no worries there. We're looking to put some planeswalkers on the battlefield in blue and green and do some shenanigans.
Nice. And Dan, this is a new deck to our stream. What are you playing?
Well, it's a new deck to me too. This is Obuun Daya Ancestor, and yes, it looks like Naya, but really it's a Groll punchy deck. So yeah, it works on the landfall synergies, but all I want to do is make him big and his buddy land that he makes even bigger, and then I want to punch people.
I'm down for that. Did you put in the nasty Inkmoth Nexus?
No, I'm not that mean.
Oh, that's just me. Okay.
Notice he's full art and shiny. I wonder where I got him from. Oh. So if he punches you, it's your own fault.
Punch Andy.
Yep, it will be my fault.
Mm-hmm.
And before we begin, we want to make sure that you check out our show. We are the Guardian Project Podcast. We are a podcast that talks about all things Magic the Gathering, but mostly Commander. We record new episodes every week. This week, you can hear our first ever Patreon deck tech. So one of our Patreon levels, you have the opportunity to submit a deck, and we will dedicate an entire episode to covering your Commander deck. So check out our episode this week anywhere you listen to podcasts currently.
Yeah, and the links to our show will be in the show notes below. If you want to find links to our decks or our social media accounts, we'll collect those after this episode. Those will be there. Don't forget to subscribe and follow if you like our content. Lane, where can we find you online and any projects that you're working on?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Lane the Main. I'm also at Mana Rock Podcast, another Commander podcast. Do a little financial stuff there as well. And I'm really getting into Commander TikTok.
Ooh.
So Lane the Main also on 30-second deck techs. It's pretty fun, pretty different. People like it. I love it. You can fire out a lot of Commander decks in 30 seconds, or you can cover a lot in 30 seconds.
I've got 30 seconds to spare. I'm going to have to go over to TikTok and maybe even download TikTok. I don't think I have it even.
we just posted a Bad Christmas Blim Comedic Genius deck that wants to give people bad gifts.
Ooh.
So yeah, that's the new one.
Solid. And Dan, where can we find you online?
It's right there in the byline, if you will, at DP Krause Jr. I don't do anything crazy yet. Maybe one day. Maybe I'll be out there. Who knows?
Who knows?
I just lurk.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the follow, OniMTG. Lane, you're going first. You won the die roll. Do you want to kick us off?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna just play a tap Dragon Skull Summit and pass.
Did
All
you
right.
draw your card?
I didn't draw my card. You saw it.
Yeah, see
So-
there. I'm there to help.
All right, draw that. So I will draw for turn. I'm going to play a mountain, and I'm going to pass.
I'm going to draw. I am going to play this Prismatic Vista and pass. And then at Dan's upkeep, I'm going to crack it for an island.
I am going to play this Naya Panorama and pass the turn.
How's the music? We've got some music this week, folks in chat. Is it too loud? What are your thoughts?
I will swamp and pass.
All right. I will draw for turn. I'm going to
Got
play
a
a mountain.
recommendation to kill Lane first in the chat, just saying.
Yeah, my co-host,
Yeah, your
every time I'm on the
co-host.
stream, he always goes and says killing first. And I will say it has happened, I think, everyone that he's been in, that they're like, okay, that's fine, and then I die.
Is the music too low that folks in chat are not hearing it? Permission to turn up the beats. All right, well, I'll do that in just a second. It's going to flicker my screen a little, so we'll figure it out now. I will pass. I'm going to bring the beat in, as they say.
Bring the beat. I'm going to draw.
Let's see.
Is that new term, fleet?
Can
Yeah.
everyone hear it now? Yeah. Anything?
Signet, hey?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Anything
you
else
hear it
over there,
now.
Mr. Coyle?
Okay, so is it too loud over everybody talking? Is this right? It's perfect? Okay. Wonderful. We'll leave it here then.
Was that the end of your turn, Mr. Coyle?
It will be the end of my turn, yes.
I'm going to draw a card. Ooh. And then I'm going to play this Forest. And then I'm going to tap 2, and I'm going to play a fancy Lotus Cobra and pass the turn.
Ooh. I'll draw for turn, and I really like drawing cards. So I'm going to play a Phyrexian Arena and pass.
All right. End of turn. I'm going to thrill a possibility. I'm going to discard a card, and I'm going to draw 2 cards. I'm going to untap and draw.
Maybe I'm going to let you know I'm really scared of that deck. I'm not a.
You're scared of Torbran?
Yeah, any mono red. I'm scared, especially when I have Phyrexian Arena out.
Oh, yeah, fair enough, fair enough. All right, I'm going to play a mountain. I'm going to play a Soul Ring. And then I'm going to play a Pia and Kieran Nalar. So when they enter, I get 2 1/1 colorless Thopters with flying. I can pay 3 sack an artifact to deal 2 damage to target creature or player. And then I'm going to pass.
Ooh.
Untap. Draw. I'm going to play an Interplanar Beacon.
My Thopters are going to look like birds. It's fine.
I wish you could add like a little robot. Like I'm trying to think of something you can add robot so it looks like metal birds.
Metal Skarmory, right? That's metal bird.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Those are really fancy.
So
tokens.
these are listener alter tokens that they sent to us to test out. So they are dry erase tokens, and they're really nice, and they're foily.
I'm blinded by the light.
I'm going to tap 3. I'm going to tap my island into the Interplanar Beacon to make a blue and a green. And I'm going to cast a Nissa Voice.
Andy, you said you were pulling cards soon. Do you have new
Ooh.
decks that you're pulling for?
Remind me what she does.
Sam, the seagulls are robots. The deck that I would like to build is like Malcolm Vial Smasher or Malcolm and Breaches. Breaches is not so webcam friendly though, so we'll see.
Half my decks aren't webcam friendly. When Dan said he was playing Obuun, I was like, oh, I can play Anawan, but I'm like, no, there's like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of like Gontis and a lot of take your turn things. I'm like, nah, that's not good.
It's tough. It's tough.
So I play Nissa, Voice of Zendikar. I gain 1 life from my interplanar beacon for casting a planeswalker. I +1 Nissa to make a 0/1 plant, and then I'll pass the turn.
No, nothing big going on over there. Nothing to see.
No.
Nothing.
Hey, you can calm down with your Lotus Cobra.
But there's some
right?
great plants, though.
I'm
I've tried
gonna-
to do that, and I can't get anywhere near that creativity right there.
I'm gonna play this mountain and make a
I mean, one time Coil did draw a power
I'm gonna make
plant, though, so that was pretty cool.
green. No, I'm gonna make a white mana. Do I just bring my commander
Sure.
out? That's it's not quite time yet. Let's use that green and do a Sakura Tribe Elder.
Nice.
And I think that is it. Yeah, we'll just play it safe.
Sounds good. So I'll go to my upkeep, lose the life for the arena, and then draw for turn. All right. The isolated chapel, and then maybe the smothering tithe.
Oh, that's a good one.
Gross.
Ooh.
It's hot.
And then I will pass.
All right, untap. Draw for turn. I'm not paying.
Sweet.
Play a mountain.
Hmm.
I'm gonna pay 5. I'm gonna play Torbran. I have a colorless floating that I'm gonna do nothing with, and then I'm gonna move to combat. And I'm gonna swing Pia and Kira Nalar at lane, and I am going to swing 2 Thopters at Nissa. And then after that, I pass my turn.
Untap.
So you said the P and Kieran at me, right?
Yeah, so it'll be 4 damage at you.
Oh, because Torbran's out.
Because
Ouch,
Torbran is out.
ouch. Coil, do you want to pay 2?
I'm thinking about it.
Just in case. You got better things to spend your mana on, like Planeswalker. These treasures, like what do I have more, dude? We don't even know what this deck's good or not. We have no idea.
Right?
I'm gonna pay 2. I don't
Coil,
want
Coil
them.
Sam says that you explaining how the smothering tithe noise on our most recent episode was golden.
Is he yelling or is he just puking gold? I don't know.
It could be both,
It could be.
I mean,
yelling and coming out.
you don't puke silently, I assume.
Some people do. I used to sometimes as a kid. Play this island. I don't know if that's TMI or something. Sorry.
Well done.
I'm gonna +1 to make another plant.
What'd you tap the 2 mana for?
For the smothering tithe.
Oh, you paid for it. Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'm
What is
kinda-
the alt on this side? Is it like
The
7?
alt on this is -7. You gain X life and draw X cards, where X is the number of lands you control.
How
Gotcha.
come I don't have this in my deck?
That's a good question. I was about to ask you if you had this in your deck.
No, I don't think I even own a Nissa Voice of Zendikar.
I'm gonna tap
I
3
didn't have to remedy that.
and cast a very not very good card called the Oko Thief of Crowns.
Oh.
I'm gonna turn Torbran into an elk.
Oh, I don't like any of this.
That has to go or we'll lose the game. I learned that
I
last time I played
agree.
against Torbran.
I can have some battle treasures. I literally
Wow.
play 3 creatures in this deck. I'm down for some battle treasures.
I would- I do.
I was
gain 1
mad.
for casting two
I was mad about the smothering tithe, but if you ever want to make a battle treasure, I'm in. I'll give it legs and everything.
That's gonna be the end of my turn. I will not be swinging with any of my 0/1 plants.
I think I was gonna do. No, I'm going to not crack the Sakura Tribe Elder. Or crack this Naya Panorama, which seems silly, but that's what I'm going to do.
Do you have a Lotus Cobra?
I do have a Lotus Cobra, so I'm going to untap. I'm going to draw my card.
Would you like to pay 2?
No, I do not. I'm going to play this Forest and make a white mana with it. And then... do this correctly. Yeah, I think I did that right. So that's 4 total using this white.
All right.
Then I will crack this now. And I will get a plains with it. When the plains come in, I'm going to make a mana and I'm going to crack this too. So I'm going to get a... what am I going to get? I think I'm going to get a forest, or excuse me, a mountain with it. Which would give me 1 mana, but I don't think I have anything to spend it on. More importantly, though, I got 2 triggers. Oh, yep, that is everything I can do, and I need to shuffle my deck, and I am done. Technically, I got to turn, at one point, I did get to turn one of my lands, when I went through my combat phase, I would have turned one of these into a creature for a brief moment of time, but it's tapped, so I can't attack with it, and then I pass
So
it.
in the turn, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so my turn. I'll lose 1. Ouch for arena, 1 for draw. And then let's see what things and stuff we can do this turn.
Oh, that Oko. Ugh.
Yeah.
Hey, I just want to say that I paid for Smothering Tide. This is my one good thing I've done this game. This is how I think. You shouldn't kill me.
I want
paid for Smothering Tide.
5 mana for Doomlake Giant.
What does that do?
Wait, hold
when
on.
it
Is that going to destroy my Thopters? Because I can, in fact, get rid of Oko, but I need the Thopters.
Oko's fine with me. Oko's not Boroko to someone with 4 creatures. So when Doomlake enters, or another enchantment, and because Doomlake is an enchantment, or another enchantment enters, under my control, creatures my opponent's control get -1/-1 until end of turn. So
No!
My plants.
Oh, no. Oh, well, I guess I can get rid of. I guess I can get rid of Oko now. Okay, wait. That did happen. I can still do it, I guess. Just don't play another enchantment, please.
My Lotus Cobra, one of my favorite cards.
I can't this turn.
Perfect.
I will pass.
Okay, wonderful. Untap.
As long as Torbran stays an elk for the rest of the game, Oko's done its job.
I was listening recently. I think it was like the EDH podcast. They were talking about just they're like maybe Oko's not that good. I'm like, well, there's some like parts that I think is good, but I don't know in Commander. Like, I guess I haven't really played with it. And then you doing that, I'm like, yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it can
Pretty good.
I'm not gonna pay for the cost. I'm gonna play a mountain. I'm gonna move to combat, and I'm gonna swing 5 at Oko.
Oko go die.
Okay, and then I am going to play.
It's okay. Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna play Chandra's Incinerator. It's a 6/6 with trample. Whenever a source I control deals non-combat damage to an opponent, Chandra's Incinerator deals that much damage to target creature or planeswalker that player controls. And then I'm gonna pass my turn.
You said a lot of words there, so I'm just going to bring the card up on my side.
You got it.
That was a lot of words.
It's a wall of text creature that costs less for things as well. I skipped that part because I paid full cost.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Ooh, chat's giving you some love for your Mardu enchantment stack.
Yeah, I have the list ready, so whenever you guys need this. It does say 36 planes, but I will update that. Because I was going to go snow base with like On Thin Ice and Dead of Winter, but I think a better mana base is.
Sure.
There's also an Ice Age enchantment that says sack a snow-covered mountain and fog, but I couldn't do it.
I guess I'm gonna choose not to pay Smothering Tithe.
I'm going to use that treasure that you didn't pay for this enlightened tutor.
Oof.
Okay.
So if you want to continue, I don't know what I'm getting yet. I'll tell you once I figure it out.
I'm going to play this Karn's Bastion as my land for turn. I am going to pay the Karn's Bastion into my extra planar lens for green-blue.
All right, make Lane shuffle the top of his library no matter what.
Which
Let's make the treasure.
I'm going to cast a Garruk Wild Speaker.
Awful lot of Planeswalker here, sir.
It's a Planeswalker deck.
That's all I'm doing.
I don't know how I feel about this, sir.
I'm going to reveal Call the Bloodline off Enlightened Tutor.
What is that?
It is 2 mana, pay 1, discard a card, and I make a 1/1 Vampire Knight, and I can with lifelink, and I can only do this once each turn.
Ah, okay.
I'm going to
Shenanigans.
+1 my Nissa and make a plant. I'm going to +1 my Garruk and untap 2 target lands. And then I'm going to tap 4 and cast a Jace, Architect of Thought.
Oof.
He's thinking.
Oh, moly.
I'm gonna -2 Jace. And reveal the top 3 cards of my library. An opponent separates those cards into 2 piles. Put 1 pile into your hand and the other on the bottom of your library in any order. I'm gonna choose Dan.
Okay.
JM Sam, I do have Chain to the Rocks in here. I just the snow-covered mountains part is the part I got.
So it's a Kiora, Master of the Depths, a Phyrexian Altar, and a Zhang I can't say that. Zhang Young. Sorry, I'm butchering that. And whoever knows how to say that correctly, please correct me.
I think it's Yangu, right? Jiang Yangu.
That's what I've always heard it.
I
All
think
words are
I
made
have
up.
to do it this way just because your Planeswalker is terrifying. It's going to be Phyrexian Altar in one pile and the other 2 in the other, right? 2 piles?
I don't need the altar. That is fine.
Okay. It goes on the bottom of your deck, does it not?
Oh. Yeah. I don't have graveyard recursion, I swear.
Uh-huh.
And then after that, I'll just pass the turn. By the way, I did gain 1 life for each Planeswalker I cast that turn for my extra plane beacon. But yeah, that's all. Go ahead.
I'm untapping. I'm drawing my card. I am not paying. Well, this just got interesting. I'm going to start off by tapping 3 for a Dryad of the Elysian Grove.
It's a good one.
Yeah. And then I'm going to play my land for turn, which is going to be this Gruul Turf, returning this mountain to my hand. And then I'm going to play my second land for turn, and that's 2 triggers here.
Wow.
And then I think it's time to play my own Planeswalker. What do you guys think of that?
Is it Renin 6?
No, that's just too much. We're going to go with some jank. And my land's tapped for any color, so I'm going to tap for 2 white, and it doesn't matter.
A Johnny or a Gideon?
A Basri Cat.
Wow, that's cool.
Uh-huh. Oh, I missed
Ever.
yeah, I still can do this. All right, let's take him up to 4. I'm going to put +1 and make him indestructible. I think it's time to do some punching.
Punching. I don't like
Punching. How big is that Doom Giant right now?
All right, if we're gonna start asking questions, I do not have enough enchantments to kill any of your things.
My 2/4. You're gonna leave my stuff alone, is what you're saying?
Well, I'm not. It'll be by accident. I'm not saying I'm planning on it. I'm saying accidentally, I will not play 4 enchantments in one
Yeah,
turn.
you know what? You killed my Lotus Cobra. Take it.
Oh no! How much is it?
8.
Oh, commander damage.
Indestructible.
Man.
Just block it. It's fine, Lane. Get rid of that Doom Wake. No one needs it.
Correct. It's only 8 commander damage. By the way, this land right here is now a thing, but it's tapped. So
Okay, I'll block. I'll block.
I feel like I got retribution for my Lotus Cobra. So vengeance shall be mine, and I will pass the turn.
Pass the turn. Sorry, I have to get my graveyard because there is
no.
replenish is a magic card, so I'm trying.
Yeah, there's that, and doesn't your commander swap things in and out of the graveyard too?
It does swap things.
I know. I knew this was coming. I see how it is, sir.
So I'll draw. So I drew the Call the Bloodline from the Phyrexian Arena, going down to 33. And then I'll draw it for turn. That's a good magic card. I'm also I'll play the Bloodstained Mire, but I really don't feel like cracking it yet. Things to do. All right. Actually, I may have to crack it. That may be a straight up lie. I'll play Call of the Bloodline that I revealed.
What does that do?
So I can pay 1, discard a card, and make a 1/1 black Vampire Knight with lifelink, and I can only activate that once a turn. So then I'm going to crack the Bloodstained Mire. I'm doing Andy's job instead of just getting shocked to the face.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
I'll get this scrub. And then just play Doom Foretold.
What does that do?
Doom Foretold says at the beginning of each upkeep, that player sacrifices a non-land, non-token permanent. If that player can't, they discard a card, they lose 2 life. I draw a card, gain 2 life, and make a 2/2.
I'm down with this.
I sack the Doom Foretold.
Yeah, you get to sack your elk.
I do. Goodbye.
Yeah, because it's not a token, right? It's just like an overlay of Torbran.
Yeah, it just becomes a 3/3. It's Torbran, but a 3/3 elk.
Okay, so then I will pass.
All right, untap. At my upkeep, I'm going to remove my elk face mask. And then...
You're welcome, Andy.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'm going to draw for turn.
You want to pay 2?
Oh, no, I sure don't. I mean, I really should be.
Wait. Between letting these planeswalkers live and giving him all these treasures,
I've been
I feel
trying
like
to
we're
make it
giving
so the
this away.
planeswalkers don't all live.
Right, and you're not worried about the smothering time.
No, I am.
It's a parent threat that is the Planeswalkers or future maybe threat. Smothering Tide.
How much mana do you have?
Open, I have 5.
Just open.
How many cards do you have in hand, Lane?
Only 4.
All right. I mean,
I also have 4.
yeah, but once
Yeah, this doesn't draw cards. It's just taking treasures.
I mean,
It's not like I have anything on board to draw cards.
I think we're both threats,
I
think Dan is totally not a threat. He's totally cool, just chilling over there.
all right.
I think Coil does attack him.
the problem is my board doesn't put out a lot of things, and that thing that makes me sacrifice is terrifying to me.
All right, I'm gonna pay 4, and I'm gonna play Dagger Caster to deal 1 damage to each opponent and each creature they control.
Okay.
Ouch.
So it's just 1 because no Torbran.
Correct.
Actually, what does Incinerators trigger?
And then Incinerator does as well. So Incinerator says when a source I control deals non-combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much to target creature or planeswalker that opponent controls. So I'm gonna hit the Nissa for 1. I'm gonna hit the Basri for 1, and then Lane I'm gonna hit.
My face.
No, it's creature or planeswalker.
Oh, yep.
So I can't hit you.
No face.
And then I'm gonna move to combat. Actually, no. I don't really want it. No. I'm also gonna play Glinthorn Buccaneer.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm
Is that
gonna.
the one when you discard cards?
Yeah, when you discard a card, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. I can pay 1 in red and discard a card and draw a card only when it's attacking.
Okay.
It has haste now,
It
right?
does have haste, yes. So I'm gonna move to combat, and I'm gonna swing 6 at Garrick, 2 at Jace, and then 4 at Nissa.
Wow, full blowout.
Right, but now we can all focus on lane then.
What? I'm like, oh, sweet, the planeswalkers are gone.
Wait. So you take out my three planeswalkers and go, now we can all focus on someone else.
Yeah.
When I have to sacrifice my artifact at my upkeep now?
Oh shoot! Wait, that's right. All right, hold on. Wait. That's fair. No. You're gonna need mana. That's gonna be a problem for you. I'm not gonna kill Nissa.
Problem for me anyway.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna kill Nissa. I'm actually gonna do.
I would sacrifice my artifact.
Oh, you would? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then I will go ahead and pass my turn.
I will sacrifice.
Oh, this couldn't swing. This didn't have haste, so Nissa's actually at 1.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Untap, upkeep. Sacrifice my arcane signet. Draw, not pay.
Sweet.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Just want to make a plan. See how that goes this time around.
Doom Foretold. It's like we're playing Standard.
I was gonna say, like, standard all over again. There was Oko, Doom Foretold.
Blue, green, 3/4. I'm gonna cast Kiora, Master of the Depth.
She stole that Biden.
She did.
Yeah, she did.
She's a thief.
I'm gonna -2 her to reveal the top 4 cards of my library and put a creature and/or land card from among them into my hand. The rest in my graveyard.
It's almost like you would want creatures in your graveyard.
So I have a Yavimaya Coast, Sword of Truth and Justice, Tamiyo, Collector of Tales, and a Forest. I'll choose to put Yavimaya Coast in my hand. I will play my Yavimaya Coast as my land for turn. And that will be it. I'll pass the turn.
The
I will
end
untap.
turn.
I will. I'm sorry. Are you doing some of these in step?
Yeah, just the insert. I'm going to activate the Call the Bloodline to discard, pay 1 with the treasure, discard Opulence
Oh.
to make a 1/1 Vampire Knight.
Yeah.
And that
I don't
does
think
have
you
like
did there. I'm not paying the 2. I'm sacrificing this Basri Ket, which makes me sad. I'm drawing my card for turn. I'm going to tap 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to tap 6 manas for an Ancient Green Warden.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I am going to play this Naya Panorama from my graveyard. This will double trigger here. Thank you, Ancient Green Warden. I'm going to crack that Naya Panorama. Trigger it twice again when I get the land in. So I'm going to go to 8 total. No, 9. Math works, right? What was that, 7? 9? I have to get a...
I'm not the math guy on our podcast.
I know. I'm going to get this.
Math is for blocker.
No,
Math is for
I'm going to get a forest.
Except
And I can
that
still-
one time someone swung like 18 creatures at me, and I was like, I don't know what you're actually swinging. Can you tell
still-
me how much?
I'm going to play another land from my graveyard this turn. Thank you to Dryad. Put 2 more counters here. Math checks out.
This is why, by the way, Andy, this is why I decided to save Nissa and not my Arcane.
Oh.
I am going to the combat. I'm making this Naya Panorama a, what is that? 11, 14? 14 trampler?
Wait, a trampler?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And yeah.
Wait, it's becoming that because of what?
Obuun. That's what he does.
My lord.
At the beginning of my combat, on your turn, up to one target land you control becomes an XX elemental creature with trample and a haste until the end of turn, where X is the power of Obuun. And Obuun is a, 11 plus 3 is 14.
For the record, I was being facetious when I said, and no one should worry about Dan over there. Just
I don't know what you're talking about. I would never do anything. Hey, Mr. Guy that's making me stack stuff, this 14 trampler is definitely going your way.
Oh, gosh, that's a lot.
And
Wait, wouldn't that be 22 commander damage? Oh, no, it was blocked.
was
not
blocked.
the commander either.
I'm
Oh, and it's not the
deciding-
commander, duh.
It's not the commander.
The commander does not have trample.
It does not have trample yet.
It's a menacing plant over there. You should attack that plant. Kill it real hard.
That plant
Attack it
looks
with
too
open.
healthy.
I actually am going to attack that plant.
You can't actually attack the plant.
Well, I'm attacking your Nissa.
Oh, I'll block.
That's what I figured.
I'm gonna make us go down to 5 treasures. I will make a second vampire. I will discard Necropotence. And then, so I absorb a little more damage. Both vampires will be bust under the land.
And so then you will take, what, 12 total damage?
It attacked for 14 rate.
Correct.
So it'll be two coming over, and then it'll be 10 because of the lifelink.
Okay.
21.
And with that, I think I will pass the turn.
Now we come to an awkward stance. I'm at 21. Do I still lose the life and draw a card, or before that, do I sack it to Doom Foretold?
It's only one.
Wait, come on.
This
Have you
is
ever-
commander. You're still over
We
half.
just talked about.
21.
We just talked about.
Yeah.
How this,
21,
we
you're
just
just
talked about how this
starting.
looked like.
Wait, go. What was that, Coil?
We just talked about how this looks like standard. I think going down to 20 life total is very on flavor.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll go to 20, and I will sack. Is there anything I can sack that I can stop being attacked?
Yeah, get rid of the
Doom Foretold. No, wait, the Smothering Tithe. Smothering Tithe.
Doom Foretold for me. I will not come your way at all, sir.
Wait, you want Doom
I
Foretold?
also have to untap. Okay, if you want to attack me anymore,
Nope.
I will get rid of the Doom Foretold.
Nope. A deal's a deal, and I always keep my deals.
Sounds great. Then I'm going to play Academy Rector.
That's
That
the
seems
one.
decent.
Yeah. Okay. Solid.
And then I will play my commander.
Also seems decent.
And I will tell you right now, Dan,
Mhm.
I will not bring this back with my commander.
I cool. Very cool.
Don't say
Or I will like sack it before your turn. You will not have to Doom Foretold anymore as long as I can do math. I will pass to Andy.
Untap. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna draw for turn.
Did you pay 2, or do you want to? I have 1 card in hand. What can I do?
I'm pretty sure it's the replenish, right?
I'm not gonna pay it. I'm not gonna pay it. So I'm gonna.
Remind me, is it replenished instant speed or not? It's not, right?
I could not. I think it's sorcery.
You
think it's
whatever.
I'm gonna pay 6 for Torbran.
Mm-hmm.
and I am going to cycle Forgotten Cave and draw a card. So Glinthorn Buccaneer is going to deal 1 + 2, so 3 damage to each opponent.
Oh no!
Smothering type trigger goes on the stack above it.
Yes. You
Oh
are right.
yeah. You want to pay 2?
No, I can't. I literally cannot.
Okay, I didn't see it. I didn't do it. I honestly couldn't. All right.
Yeah. So now 3 damage to each opponent, and then I get to deal 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker they control. So Coil, which planeswalker do you want to keep?
I don't think I'm keeping either of them, so I don't think it really matters.
You're not?
I mean, I assume you're going to swing at the other one. I'd rather keep Nissa.
Okay, then I'll hit Kiora, and then I'm going to hit the Dryad of the Elysian Grove, and then I'm going to hit Ghen Arcanum Weaver.
Okay, hold on. If I discard and make a vampire, would you target that?
What are you planning on bringing back, Lane?
I honestly have no idea. I'm looking at the Doomwake Giant, maybe the Opulence.
See, the problem is I have a 2 toughness here that I don't really want to lose.
Then how about I bring back Opulence or nothing, or Necropotent? So it won't be Doom Foretold, it won't be Doomwake Giant.
The problem is that if I get rid of your Academy Rector, you get to.
That's what I'm saying. If I make the vampire and you shoot the vampire, what do I get? I get nothing. Nothing.
You get a card out of the thing.
I feel like you've got 7 treasures. I'm gonna hit your commander. I'm gonna hit your commander. I gotta hit the commander.
It's 3, right?
Yeah, it'll be dealing. No, it'll actually be dealing 5 because it says it deals that much, but then it deals 2 extra, so it's 5.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
So my Dryad actually dies.
Yes, the Dryad does die.
Remember
I
that.
do not like that, Andy. Not one bit.
Let's see. I'm gonna move to combat. And Dan, I'm gonna swing at you for. Hold on. This is fine, I think. Ugh, probably not. Whatever. YOLO. I'm going to swing at you for, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16?
16, sir, eh?
16.
Uh-huh.
Thank you for not.
And how much power is each in one individually?
So it's 6, 2, and 2, and they're each getting 2 individually.
So if I block with my 5/7, it will die.
Yes.
I will take the 16.
Well, if you block with the 5/7, this one's dealing. Have I dealt? All right, yeah, I already dealt 1 damage to each creature. Or no, it wouldn't die yet. But
Yet, I don't like the sound of that. We'll just.
yeah.
So I'm taking 16. I'm at 20.
Okay. And then I feel like I'm gonna get some little swing backs. It's fine. So I just gotta read Chandra's Incinerator again.
Won't lie, I'm gonna reach out and touch somebody.
It's not kind of damage to an opponent.
Andy
What was that, Coil?
said reach out and touch the Andy.
No.
And reach out and touch.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pass my turn.
Untap. Draw. Think about paying. Thinking about real hard. Really hard.
It's okay if you pay for it.
I'm not going to pay for it.
Woo! Just kidding. I love it. I love all these treasures.
I'm going to tap my Yavimaya Coast for a green, so I have to pay 1 for that. Green, blue, and 2 colorless. Well, actually, before I do that, I'm going to +1 my Nissa to make a plant. And then I'm going to do that and cast my commander, Roalesk. When he enters the battlefield, I'll put 2 +1/+1 counters on another target creature I control, which is this plant. And then I will tap 1 to cast an artifact called the Ozolith.
I love it.
Oh, that is very good.
That is very, very good.
So that does
then
collect
I will-
loyalty counters from planeswalkers, right? Or is it only from creatures?
It's only counters from creatures.
Okay.
But it's all counters of all types, as you know. But then I'm going to passeth the turn.
I will untap, not pay the 2, and then I will draw my card.
7 treasures. Like what? How bad can it be?
Ooh, Lane, are you ready to do some math? Are you ready to put a lot of treasures out?
Yeah!
Get ready. Hold on to your horses, sir.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Wheel of Fortune.
No, sir.
Wheel of Misfortune.
I'm a
Or are you drawing cards equal to the greatest power among creatures you control?
4, 5, 6. Yeah, we'll do 6.
Rishkar's expertise.
Rishkar's expertise.
Oh,
Yeah!
oh gosh.
That number at this time would be 14.
Sweet!
So add 14 treasures, sir.
yeah.
Any responses?
I'm good.
Wait, didn't you have like 4 treasures there?
I had 9.
You had 9? And
Yeah.
now you
Yeah.
have 23?
2,
There's 14, right?
Yep.
7.
Coil.
That's a lot of mana.
14.
Oh, the mana, but man, look at these. Look at this hand over here. Look at Dan.
All right.
I mean, I don't disagree with that statement either.
And it says I can play a card with cost 5 or less from my hand.
Yes, don't make the mistake like I did many months ago where I just cast a Blasphemous Act illegally
Oh.
off of a...
So many choices. I still haven't played a land for turn.
I can play my commander forever.
Well, I'm going to play this land here in a second, so I'm going to put that off to the side.
Wait, doesn't Ancient Green Warden tap for extra? Isn't that what that does?
I can play it from my graveyard.
Oh, that's right. Crucible of Worlds is tacked onto it.
Yeah. I am going to play...
I put it in my Omnath deck. Still haven't drawn it yet, so...
I'm going to play this Elspeth, Knight Errant. No big deal.
No big deal.
No big deal. I'm going to go ahead and +1 her and give target creature +3/+3 and flying until end of turn.
Oh no.
That's which creature's getting that.
For the record, Roalesk has flying.
Thank you for the follow, Schwaggle, too.
Somebody didn't blow up. You didn't blow up my Dryad last time I checked.
This is very true. I did not do that.
I'm very petty. I won't lie.
You're a Villas player, of course.
Okay. I'm going to play my land for turn, which is going to be this Prismatic Vista.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to pay 1 life, go get a land. I'm going to put 2 more counters here. 6. Let's get a... I really should just get a different dice in here, shouldn't I? But I love the look of just gobs of D6s. It's just so good. I'm going to go get a forest. And it comes into play untapped, right? With Prismatic Vista? Is that
I
correct?
think so, yeah.
Yep.
Untapped.
Untapped. Hey, I'm going to do that again.
Oh
Thanks.
yeah.
This
And I'm
song's
gonna-
weird. It's very reminiscent of, like, Animal Crossing music with, like, weird waves and shore sounds.
I've never Animal Crossing, and I feel like I'm in like the generation that played a lot of it. I just never, I guess, never understood it. I need to try it one day.
The most recent one was the first one I've ever played. I actually enjoyed it. I haven't played it in 5 months, but I enjoyed it when I played it.
I played the GameCube, and I was
I
very
can't do
addicted
the
to that
second.
game.
I'm sorry. Roll that back. I do not have the... I can only do it once. I don't have the Dryad.
Oh, yeah, you can only play 1 land per turn. But you do have a Naya Panorama.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me.
Yeah.
I can crack the Naya Panorama if I want. Do I want to crack the Naya Panorama? or play something else. I think I want to play something else. Yeah, I think this is the right choice. Yep. I'm going to tap this for 3 total mana, 2 of it being green, for this Bow of Nylea.
That's a good one.
Creatures I control have Death Touch.
Oh my gosh, and you can give your land trample.
Land already has trample. I'm going to go to combat.
Oh no.
Oh, let's see. The commander is 13, 16, 19. Flying.
Yeah.
Andy? That's not quite enough to kill you, is it? Get you.
I'm gonna get you.
I'm gonna get you.
I should have played a different card. I got greedy. That's okay.
But it's not Villas, so we're not even playing black this time. That's cool.
No, not at all. But
There's always game 2.
let's... So 6, 12, 13, 16, yep, 19. 19 in the air.
What is this? Okay. 19 commander damage in the air.
And 19 tramply death touchy. Andy.
So I go to 2?
If you don't block.
Yeah, otherwise you go to 3 or 4.
Hey Lane, I'm setting him up for you.
Yeah!
I'm not blocking.
You're at 2.
Oh gosh.
This is scary.
I'm at 2.
I passed the turn, and I have to discard.
I wasn't gonna do it, but if I need to set up to kill Andy for the alley-oop dunk.
I mean, to be fair, I can get you a big old swing on Dan.
Oh no.
Coil's at 39 still.
Let's see what the draw step is. Let's see what. So I'm gonna discard. I'll activate the Call of the Bloodline to discard Gravebreaker Lamia. That is also an enchantment creature.
Oh, I'm so dumb. I had this card in my hand.
And then I'll go to my turn, and now I have no cards in my hand, so I definitely Phyrexian Arena. And then, oh no!
Oh yeah.
Oh, oh no!
I hope it's like Sign in Blood, so you target Andy with a Sign in Blood.
Oh, I'm so stupid.
I'm gonna Ghostly Prison. Hopefully that'll help enough.
Okay.
Andy, I'm the world's worst Magic player.
No, I claim that
Yeah,
sometimes.
I literally had 2 cards in my hand that would straight up have killed you.
I'm just gonna replay my commander.
Yeah.
I hope you had a ram through in your hand, Dan, just because
No, when I show it to you guys, you're going to be like, you dumb. So dumb.
I promise to respond that way.
Please do.
Okay,
Oh, this +3 is gone.
Andy, I'm gonna attack with you with Academy Rector.
What's the power on that?
It's 1, half your life.
What happens when it dies again?
No, nothing really. It says when it's put in the graveyard from play, I remove it from the game, and I search my library for an enchantment and put it into play.
What enchantment are you going to go find?
Sphere of Safety.
Oh,
Yeah, you did. I'm honest. Like, I'll tell you, like,
It's 1. It's 1 damage.
it's 1. It is 1.
I'm gonna take 1.
Ah, no! I was really, I'm like, I'm sure Andy would want to take
the vampire too to force him to.
Yeah, but I'm also scared of getting thrashed, but we'll see. All right. Is there any way? All right. I'll pass to Andy.
What?
Okay.
Crap, I'm dead.
I got nothing. Ghostly person this, but I forgot you guys have tons of mana.
I'm gonna draw, and I am
Dead.
You want to pace you?
yes.
Where's your Sign in Blood when you need it?
I know. Like, that would have been a super.
I have never seen someone die from 1 before, and
I'm
want
pretty
I
sure
haven't seen
Dana
it.
Roach has done it to somebody before.
I haven't seen it. I've not seen it in Command.
I am so dead. Yeah. Letting Andy live was a mistake.
I haven't even swung this game.
You're at what? You're at 39.
Yeah, I've just been kind of chilling and having all my planeswalkers die.
Your planeswalker is soaking up damage left and right for you.
That's right.
I'm gonna move to combat.
Andy, we can be friends. No, I'm sure I have to die, right?
I'm gonna do.
Just remember, you're gonna die on the crackback to Roalesk.
What? I'm not swinging at Andy. You kidding me?
What? I was hoping you
Oh, come on, and you're alive.
You're not swinging at me at all, Coil? No,
I don't know why I would. I have no reason to.
He's gonna get you eventually. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know if that's true. I'm gonna swing.
I can take Andy. I can take Coil out for you. Is all I'm saying.
It might not actually be true.
I just don't want to be attacked. I'm just have a vamp and an Academy Rector.
But I have to pay to swing at you, Lane. That's
correct.
A problem. That's a problem. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swing. So Chandra's the Incinerator at Dan, Torbran at Dan, Pia and Kira and Nalara at Dan. So that's 8, 9, 10, 12. Dagger Caster at Dan. Glinthorn Buccaneer at Dan. Yeah. And then
You don't go out. You really don't.
so that
You really don't have to go all
Well,
out.
I guess I don't actually have to swing the Glinthorn at you because
Doesn't have to be tapped to activate it or in combat.
it has to be in combat. It just has to be swinging.
Okay.
And I have to pay 2 to swing at you, Lane.
Yes. And I will block with my vampire. I will not kill whatever you swing.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay 2. I'm gonna pay 2 to swing at you, and then I'm gonna pay 2, and I'm gonna discard a card. And I'm sorry, it's for I discard a card and then draw a card. So and I'm not paying 2 for your Smothering Tithe. So I deal 1 damage to each opponent. So it's 3 damage to each opponent. And then Chandra's Incinerator goes off, and I deal 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls.
To each one opponent or just one opponent?
It's each. So I dealt 3, and then Chandra's Incinerator says whenever source you control deals non-combat damage to an opponent, Chandra's Incinerator deals that much. But because of Torbran getting an extra 2, it's going to be...
Yeah, and it has to be something that person who's getting hit.
Oh, the fact that you did the damage to each opponent is the reason you get each trigger. I got it.
Correct. It has to be something for each. Yes. So I can't just do.
What do you mean then hit everybody? Got it.
Right. So I'm gonna hit for Coil I'll hit Nissa. For Dan I'm gonna hit Ancient Green Warden. For Lane I'm gonna hit your commander.
Man!
And it's 5 total, you said?
It's 5.
Yep, my Ancient Green Warden lives. Okay.
And then I guess before blockers are declared, I'm going to overload Electricity to deal 1 damage to each creature my opponents control. So it's going to deal 3 damage to each creature my opponents control.
Okay, I have a response.
Okay.
I think. I didn't know if I want to activate Call the Bloodline. I don't think I do. All right. Yep. Or do I? Things and stuff. I think I... Because how much damage would I be taking from the attack, Andy?
None of it's coming at you.
You said you paid 2 to attack me.
Yeah, the Glinthorn.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Just Glinthorn. So it's going to be 4. It's going to be 4.
All right. So I am going to activate Call the Bloodline. I did lie about getting the Ghostly Prison, but I think I would need to block it before, and I'll show you the sweet card I drew. So I'll activate Call the Blood. So you'll do the damage with electricity, right?
Mm-hmm.
So with the Academy Rector trigger on the stack, I'm going to activate Call the Bloodline to discard my Revel in Riches.
Ooh.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh! To then make the vampire to be able to block the Glenhorn Buccaneer. So then I still have the Academy Rector trigger.
Yep.
And I was not lying when I said the sphere of safety. Because that's I was wanting to what the line was say sphere of safety, which it was going to be, and then followed up with the Revel in Riches in hand.
So now combat resolves, and Dan, it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, it's 20.
I die. Which is really sad.
And then
By the way, the card that I had in my hand that I could have cast very easily.
Solidarity.
Solidarity here,
Double those
which
counters.
doubles the number of counters, and I
Yes.
totally misread the card and didn't look at it. Yeah.
I gain 1 right, Andy. There's nothing from the vampire lifelink.
Correct. Then you would just gain 1. And
What does that card do that you had, Dan?
Which one?
Is it from like Journey of Nyx? It like doubles the 1+1 counters, right?
Yep. Yep.
And it had strive, so you could do it on multiple creatures, right?
Multiple creatures, but I only needed to hit the Oracle is all I needed to hit, or the Obuun.
Absolutely. And then after that, Coil, I pass.
Okay, untap.
I deserve that.
I mean, I'm sitting here at 1, and I really
Coil,
hope
let me
Coil
know.
does not. I really hope he does not swing at me.
Oh, I want to pay 2?
He said he wasn't gonna.
No,
Coil?
I'm not going to. What?
You have to take him out.
No, I don't.
And attack me!
Do you have any cards in your hand, Lane?
I have 0 cards.
So you don't even have a card to discard one card
What?
to make
You
a
have-
1/1 vampire to kill Andy?
I don't. I set up defenses. Shields are up.
Yeah, that's fine. I didn't pay. I'm gonna play this forest.
I'm at 22.
Literally,
it's running out because the spot I've marked on so many to update with treasures. It's running out of. Needs to be super cleaned.
This is why I don't play Magic professionally, because I'm bad at it.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to cast a Cultivator of Blades.
I love that
Oh,
card.
yeah.
That may actually be in this deck.
I'll fabricate 2 +1/+1 counters onto Cultivator of Blades. I will move to combat and move these 2 +1/+1 counters onto Cultivator of Blades.
And then attack Andy and betray him.
No, because I'll take out Lane. I can do it on my next turn. I can pay for at least 1, and it does a lot of damage.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 7 apiece.
I've got 7 mana. And I have a 6/6 that swings for 8. Trample.
Sure.
Oh, it's trample?
Yes.
I'm just gonna pass the turn.
Oh. All right, Phyrexian Arena. Need you to do what you're supposed to do.
Just somehow, just generous gifts, not generous gifts, harmless offering your Phyrexian Arena to Andy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that'd be great. I would be so happy to lose to a play like that.
That'd be funny.
All right, I'm gonna read the bones. We're digging.
Is that
Try
only you
to-
or is it target player?
Oh,
It's me. It's only me.
Dang.
I wouldn't have been mad to lose that way either. I can't believe I went to 1, but I'm playing red, so I'm on flavor, right, everyone?
It's true.
I'll get both of these cards, and then I have to think. I have to think very hard. Oh no. So first thing is it okay? How big is your incinerator? It's a 6/6.
It's a 6/6. That card's really good. It's the first time I've gotten any mileage out of this card, and I enjoy it.
Yeah.
You've done some real damage with that one.
I think I know what I'm gonna do. So I'll pay 7. Go down to 19. I just need to mark it in another spot.
Maybe it's just the marker. I just got some new ones. I went to a store a couple of weeks ago. I got these markers. I couldn't use the thin tip markers. Pro tip here. Marker tip. I couldn't use the thin tip because it was like digging into the cards. I don't know if anyone else experienced that, but that was what I was finding, so that's why I had to get these.
Okay, I'm gonna spin 2 to play Lightning Greaves to put on my commander.
Okay.
And then I'll move it to 14 to activate, and I don't know what to get.
Something that kills Andy. Not bitter at all.
Coil does need. I think Coil may need a little help. I don't know how many board wipes he's got in Simic, but ooh.
I'm sure he's got the only one that matters.
Do you run it, Coil? Cyclonic Rift?
Of course I do.
Okay. Do you have 7 mana?
I do not have 7 mana.
Oh no.
Oh wait, yes I do. Yep, because I drew a land last turn. That's right. So I have 7 now.
Okay, perfect.
Doesn't mean I have it in hand. Probably means I don't have it in hand.
So I gotta sacrifice.
Sphere of Safety.
Just sacrifice the Smothering Tithe. Do you really need it anymore?
I don't think I do need the Smothering Tithe.
At this point, I've got mana to pay.
Not if you want to swing and Smothering Tithe.
Since Dan's dead, I'll bring back the Doom Foretold.
Okay.
I think is that, or is it the Doomwake Giant? How big are your, Andy? Is any of yours 2/2s or at 2 toughness?
I have 1 at 2. Yes.
1 at 2 toughness. Sorry it's taken so long. There was choices.
This is why we added music to our stream, so people can jam out while we're thinking.
I want to hear this music.
Yeah.
I have to go to silent.
Yeah, you'll the folks on here other than me will hear the music when you if you check it out on YouTube. Folks said it's at a good volume is what folks said. And we're using pretzel rocks. It was suggested because it is free to use music. That is not going to get us in trouble with copyrights.
I'm going to use Gravebreaker Lamia.
Okay. So you throw something into your graveyard?
I sack the Smothering Tithe to bring back the Gravebreaker Lamia.
Okay.
And then in the graveyard will be what?
That's a good question.
I think it's going to be Access Immortality, maybe?
You switch life totals between people?
I can.
So you go to 36 and Coil would go to 11?
Well, it's only right. It would be my upkeep, so I wouldn't be able to do it. Because this is just going to my graveyard from Gravebreaker Lamia.
Right. Oh, okay.
But now
or is it Havoc Festival?
So now you have a 4/4 lifelink blocker.
All right. Dan, I'm going to let you choose. I have Access Immortality, Havoc Festival, or Captive Audience.
Oh, those are all good choices.
Do Captive Audience. That one's fun.
I've survived a Captive Audience.
You have, and we were blown away.
I don't know. I'm leaning towards Access Immortality because it's hilarious.
I think so. It's one of my.
I've never seen that one played, and that would be cool.
It's kind of one of my infinite combos. So with Necromancy and Phyrexian Unlife, I go past 0 and we switch.
Love it. I love it.
Yeah, little janky combo. Sorry,
not even infinite, really. It's more.
Yeah. Like you have to have like the upkeep. It's a little fun. So that's the sack there. Then I'm gonna use 4 mana to go to 10.
Erin's in chat and she says, "Why is Andy at 1? You can blame Dan for that." And then Lane swung at me for 1 when I was at 2, and I said, I don't care. I'm gonna take one.
Well, is it why did you get to one, or why aren't you lower than?
Yeah, when I almost gave Aaron the other day. I almost
am a
they needed a fourth, and I did not know it was exactly at that time. So I want to play a game in the future with Aaron. So I'm going to play Feldar Retreat with my 4.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to play. I still have land for turn, which would be Castle Ardenvale, triggering the retreat, and I'll make a 2/2. What a turn! All right, then I'll pass.
All right.
I'm
gonna untap, and I'm going to organize these things. All right, draw, and I am going to.
It costs 8 to swing 1 creature.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a lot of mana. I'm not paying.
The sphere has done its job.
I'm gonna play
The
a
sphere,
Does that include the cost of Ghostly Prison? Did you add those two together?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it would be 8 to swing. Dang, Lane, you got some.
build the wall.
You got some
and you have to
shields
pay for it.
up. All right. Well, here's what we're gonna do then.
Well, plus he has a lifelink blocker on top of it all.
I know, this is ridiculous.
This looks fun.
I mean, but I have trample. I mean, there's that. There is that.
Sure. Just chaos warp that sphere of safety.
I don't have it. All right, I'm moving to combat. I'm gonna pay 8.
For real?
I'm gonna swing Chandra's Incinerator at lane, and then.
Where's the lightning bolt when you need it?
No, seriously. And then I'm gonna swing Glinthorn Buccaneer. I mean, I'll swing these 4 at Coil.
Wow! After I didn't swing at you.
I mean, I gotta do something because I don't think I'm getting another turn regardless.
Coil.
I will. Well, do you have any attack triggers or anything that you want to do before blocks?
Yeah, I'm gonna pay 2 for Glinthorn. I'm gonna discard this mountain. I'm gonna draw a card. And it's gonna deal 3 damage to each opponent.
Mm-hmm.
And then Chandra's Incinerator is going to trigger, and I'm going to deal 5 damage to the Gravebreaker Lamia, and I'm going to deal 5 damage to. Do you want to proliferate Coil? What's the Cultivator's toughness?
They're both toughness 5 right now. Cultivator Blades 5, Roalesk 5.
Cultivator says what?
Whenever Cultivator Blades attacks, all other attacking creatures get +X/+X, where X is Cultivator of Blades power.
Then I'll take out the Roalesk.
The Cultivator is probably the better choice, right?
It probably is the better choice to take out, but Coil can swing for bigger later.
I literally don't have 8 mana to swing. Is my
problem. How much do you have right now?
I have 7.
Well, that's what I was saying. I didn't know if you would draw a lane.
Yeah, I might. So what I'm going to do is I am, in response, going to pay 1 green into my Yavimaya Coast, and I'm going to cast a Heroic Intervention.
Yeah. Okay.
That seems decent.
And then I'm going to throw Roalesk in front of Torbran and Cultivator Blades in front of Glinthorn Buccaneer.
Okay. So you'll take
Then
4, 8, and then I've got 8 trample coming at lane.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to 6 treasures and activate the Castle Ardenvale to make a 1/1 Lane Johnson human.
Yes.
And then put 4 in front of the 8/8.
Okay, so you will take 4 trample.
Yep.
Coil will take 8, and these 2 will die. Yep.
Now, can Coil just kill both of us?
Literally, if he draws a land, I believe the answer would be yes.
I think the answer is yes. And then after that, I pass.
Untap. Moment of truth.
And Cole's gonna be like, I had the land all along. Done.
I can tell you, a land is not one of these two cards. Draw for turn.
Show it all to everybody at once.
Ah!
Oh,
There's what I drew.
oh, and that card is not so great late game either.
No, it is not.
Well, with Proliferate, it gets there, but
It does eventually.
And Torbran's gone, right, Ian?
Torbran is off the battlefield.
I have to draw correctly as well. So while Coil thinks I need one of my top decks to be a land, so Feldar Retreat gives my commander vigilance. 1+1, so then I can try to attack Andy and then also activate my commander.
There's some decisions to be made here.
This game's been sweet.
I think it could have been just a little bit better.
If you would have just took out Andy and had like the table at the whole time.
I'm just gonna try to, I think, gain a little bit of life. I think that's all I'm gonna do. Actually, no, this is what I'm gonna do.
I need you to gain life for future Access Mortality if that never happens. Because now I'm below Revel in Riches, win the game treasures.
I'm gonna tap 6, and I'm going to cast a Muyan Ling, which enters with 5 loyalty counters. When I cast a Planeswalker, I gain 1 life. She has a +2 to have target creature can't be blocked this turn, a -3 to draw 2 cards, and then this really bad -10 that says tap all creatures your opponent's control. You take an extra turn after this one.
It's just okay.
I'm going to -3 to draw 2 cards. And I won't pay for either one. Oh, wait.
Oh,
I don't have
Yeah, sometimes I was gonna say, I'm like, oh wait, I still have it. No.
I'll play this island as my land for turn.
Oh, so you got it off the Moogangling.
Yeah.
But it's too late.
Too little, too late. I'm going to move to combat.
Yes.
I am going to exit combat.
I lived.
Okay, wait. So hold on.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it would have only been 7 because Andy killed my Gravebreaker, right?
Oh,
So
true.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do you want to roll it back and win?
I'm fine with rolling it back if everyone else has allowed me to roll it back.
Go for
Yeah,
it.
because the killing of the Gravebreaker takes it down to 7.
That's true. Totally forgot about that. Hey, I'm going to move to combat.
Yes. Yes, yes,
I'm
yes.
gonna pay 7 to swing Roalesk at Lane, and I'll swing my Cultivator Blades at Andy.
Sounds good.
I am exploding. I don't know why I
Oh.
said that. I just die. You don't explode when you die. I just assumed I did.
I just want to point out that I swung once this game. One time. Right there, last turn.
It's fine.
And won the game.
Dan and I did a lot of work there, I think.
I really only swung like twice. I just swing big.
Your swings were huge. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, thank you both for joining us tonight. We are going to go ahead and take a quick break, and we will be back in a couple of minutes with game 2.